Trump had to be seen. Perhaps Trump had to be seen to do something. We talked about whether he was pandering to his base, the evangelicals there, and needed to fulfil the campaign promise, as Mohammed said, then thrust the region into disarray, I suppose. But then, Bianca, to you, before the announcement, we questioned whether Trump was willing to risk striking the ultimate deal for making this kind of an announcement. Do you believe that Trump believes that it was worth it after all this, or believes there's even a chance at actually achieving what he set out to before he even became president?
Well, it's hard to say what Trump believes in his heart, but we know what matters to Trump. We know what's important to Trump, and that is America, and that is Donald Trump himself and his policies, and that is for him to be able to convince his base that he's different from his predecessors, that he keeps his promises, and that he's going to make America great again, right?
How is making America great again by doing this?
By fulfilling a 20-year-old promise. If America said they're going to do something,
neither Congress or President since Clinton dared to take this step.
Well,
you know why?
And
because
they
listened to their advisors, and they
that is United States credibility on the line.
Let's change the lens a little bit. Like, what's the most important thing for Donald Trump in the Middle East? That's Iran. That's challenging Iran's regional power. And if that most important thing then is to talk to Israel and give Israel what it wants, for it to also focus more on Iran, maybe this is part of what he wants.
As if Israel needs any catalyst or any help to continue focusing on
Iran. It's also bringing Saudi Arabia into the game.
Well, that's
bringing Saudi Arabia closer to Israel.
Jerusalem is not only holy and important to Palestinians. Some 4, 5, 7 million
for
Palestinians
Christians and evangelicals, of course. And he's doing it for his base.
It's not only important and holy to Arabs. It's not only important to Muslims, but to the majority of Christians. Why upset 1.5 billion Muslims around the world with this?
But my question to you, Mohammed, and also Bianca, just looking at the fact that when Trump began his presidency, he set out on this mission for the ultimate deal, all guns blazing. He put Israel and the Palestinian territories at the top of his list. And then, as we said, with a flick of the pen, perhaps completely squashed all of his chances of striking this ultimate deal. We're all trying to guess what the logic is here.
I don't think that he believes he squashed his chances at all. This is part of a bigger strategic plan in his head, at least. I'm sure of it.
Because regionally it is a moot point. You talk about this regional focus in Iran, and that regional focus on Iran is still the issue. Saudi Arabia is not going to risk its relations with the United States over the status of Jerusalem. They have Iran breathing down their necks. Iran, backed up by Russia, has created a regional alliance, this axis of power directly from Russia to the Mediterranean Sea, by which they can project power, influence, and economics. This is a direct threat to Saudi Arabia. Jerusalem is nothing to them.